Am I doing it?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Austin College and Buick Gymnasium for tonight's home opener between Lyon College Scott and your Austin College.
Hey, welcome. I'm Dayon Dunlap on the call here at Austin College. Inside on the gym off court, we have the Austin College Rules getting ready to take on the Lyon Lady Scots. This is a Big Daddy Media production on FloSports, partnered with Austin College Athletics. And the Austin College Rules are coming in 0-1, losing their first contest to Southeastern, while the Lions are coming in with a similar record, 0-1, dropping their first game to Hendrix College.
It is strictly prohibited. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts of conflict with good sportsmanship and fair play are subject to ejection.
The Rules are led by their head coach in her first year,
And officials in a positive manner.
Olivia Hunt.
Pardon me. Now, here are today's starting lineup. First for Lyon.
Now let's get the starting lineups for the visiting Lady Scots. 00. Kashara Woods. Number 32. Molly Mason. Senior center. Number 45, Savannah Lopez. Also a little Askerball Junior 5'6" guard. They're led by head coach Michael Pecker. Now the starting line for the home Austin Kangaroos. Junior guard from McKinney, Texas. Number 20, Avery Miller. Junior guard from Central, Texas. Number 21, Lexi Martin. Senior forward from Howell, Texas. Number 24, Trinity. Also joining the starting lineup by number 30, junior guard standing at 5'8", Kaylee Smith. And last but certainly not least, by Saleya Berry, the sophomore 5'11" forward. And once again, I want to welcome you all to this Big Daddy Media production on FloSports, partnered with Austin College Athletics. I'm Dayon Dunlap on the call, joined by my producers, Zach, alongside my cameraman, Whitney. As well as Ethan on the cameras. Now the home Austin College Rules are in their home white uniforms, trimmed in crimson, while the visiting Lady Scots are in their maroon uniforms, trimmed in blue. And we're underway. They're now in the full court man-to-man press. Corner Foul on 0, Kashard Woods, the 5'4" sophomore out of Baton Rouge. To the free throw line for the Roos, Kaylee Smith. Off in the first. Smith splits at the free throw line. This gets right downhill, quick drive, and it's a bump there, and it's a foul call. So it seems like the Lady Scots want to push the tempo, got into a half-court trap on the defensive end, got the ball out quickly, and quickly drove it up the court. It was Woods, and Woods at the free throw line shooting too. In our first matchup, Woods, when in against Austin College in Lyon's first game, Woods finished with 17 points and 4 assists. They had 4 players in double figures, 4 of their stars with double figures. As Woods splits at the line. So now they extend their defense to a full court 1-2-2 trap. And they break the press, they got numbers. And it's a travel. So it seems like Coach Peckham and his group want to play fast, speed up the tempo, while Austin College in the half-court man-to-man defense. Drive there for Woods. Woods misses, but deflects it out of bounds. And she saves it inbounds. Screening. Another travel. Back-to-back turnovers. Now they're back in that full-court trap. And the quickest way to beat that is get the ball in the middle. Now they have numbers. And reset. Drive right from the DHO. Pull up. Cash. Lexi Martin. Pull up. Martin struggled in that first matchup, went 0 for 9. So I'm sure it's good for her to see her first shot drop. Corner 3. Brick. Rebound. And it's another foul on the Lions. That's team foul number 2. Back to the free throw line for the Roos. Avery Miller at the line. Foul on Savannah Lopez. Miller makes the first of 2. Splits at the line. Outlet quickly. Pull up Jay. Too strong. Woods under pressure. Late whistle, but the right call. As Saleya Berry drove to the middle of the defense and picks up the second foul on Savannah Lopez, so she'll go have a seat. Coming in for Lopez is Paris Halliburton. Seven-1 lead here. First quarter here on the Jim Roth court as Austin College try to get that first win of the season, drop their first contest, first home game, so they're looking to get that first win as Wills drives in, tries to go back down a little bit, it's deflected, and a jump ball and quick hands by Halliburton to get her hands on the possession. Will stay with the Lady Scots. Pivot off the glass, and the bank is open late on a Friday for the Lady Scots. And right into the press. Williams, short. Looks like over the back of Halliburton. Halliburton gets the board. Kicks it to Woods. Woods surveys. Quick pick and roll. Pull up. Short. (8-3) Rules on top here in the first quarter. And hit her foot. Refs missed the call, and it's a turnover. But she blew the layup to get the offensive rebound, and it's deflected out of bounds. Another substitution for the Lady Scots. Number 24, Isabel Soto, coming in for Kashara Woods. Middle drive with deflection. Threes, please. Oh, ref says a foot on the line. So that'll be a deuce. 8-5 3-point lead for the Rules. They break that press pretty easy. Got 2-on-1, but she misses the pass. Trap down low. And an outlet. And pull up. Off the back iron. Williams with the offensive rebound. They swing it and reset the offense. She drives off the glass. Quick first step. Miller with another bucket. Miller now with 3 points. Switch that pick and roll, but it's a reach-in foul on Williams. Looked to be in good position there, but got her on the reach. Quick break for Woods, and Woods comes right back in. Five seconds. Great denial defense. Now they switch up their defense to a 2-1-2 trap. Then they fall back in the man-to-man. 3-ball. Corner pocket. Threes. Kaylee Smith with the triple. Woods gets downhill. Can they answer with the three? Too strong. I know you want to book with Expedia, but you're going to have to slow down. (13-5) lead. 8-point lead for the Rules here over the Lady Scots here in the first quarter. Doing an outstanding job breaking this full court press and then settling into their half-court offense, breaking down the defense for their open looks. And so far, Kaylee Smith leads the way with 4 points. Avery Miller right behind her with 3. Smith struggled in their first matchup. Went 1 for 9, finished with 2 points. So good to see her get some shots falling here early in this first quarter, and they have an 8-point lead. This time she breaks it, but has it deflected out, and it's stolen, but it's a tie-up. Jump ball will stay with the Rules. First game for the Rules, they finished with 20 turnovers while causing 19 turnovers. So taking care of the basketball for both teams will be vital here today, especially with the Lady Scots want to play a fast up-tempo pace in which can impact them in getting more possessions, but they have to take care of those possessions and not turn the ball over. ISO on the post. Good move. And one. Talia Berry with the quick first step. Defense too late to rotate. She finishes through contact. Scored and the foul. She tries to get the extra one. 10-point lead. We got our first timeout of the game. The Lady Scots take it. We'll take one with you. We'll be right back. Coming out of that timeout, 10-point lead for the Roos as Talia Berry got fouled, scored. Now she's at the line trying to complete the conventional three-point play. Talia Berry finished with 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting in their first matchup. Can't get the free throw to drop as the Lady Scots get the ball up quickly and then sub into the game with some harassing defense. And it's a travel call, calls another turnover. Great ball pressure, John. Just inserted into the game was Talia Williams, the sophomore girl out of Conroe, Texas. Another substitution as number 13, Emma Potts, comes in for Berry. The first adjustment as they get out of that full court press in a strictly man-to-man defense. They get into some DHO action. Williams on the DHO has it deflected. Nice spin move. Travel just had Williams open in the corner. Tried to do a little too much instead of making an extra pass to the wide open player in the corner, and that's a turnover. Right here now for early start this game. Scots with 6 turnovers and the Roos with 4. Seven turnovers as Williams gets the steal. Wide open, 3-ball, corner pocket. Lexi Martin with the triple, 18-5. On a bit of a run for the Roos. As they get another stop. See if they can execute again here in the half court. Still DHO action, wide open 3, head fake, extra pass in the middle, and they get the roll. Emma Potts. 20-5, Roos up by 15. As the Scots just unable to execute here in the half court. They got the foul there. That time, aggressive driving. When you can't get your half-court offense, one thing that you can do, just get down here and try to create contact, get to the free throw line. We're going to line shooting 2 as Camille Porter, the 5'6" junior out of Batesville, Arkansas. Foul on Lexi Martin. Ends that scoring drought by knocking that first free throw down. And splits at the line. Williams with the rebound and looked to push it up quickly. Quick DHO action as they switch. Baseline drives. The defense shifts. Floater. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the rules. And so far, they're shooting 77, really 78% from the field. Make it 70 if they miss that last attempt. 7 from 10 from the field. 2 for 2 from the three-point line. And they got 13 points off turnovers. 3. Cash. Lexi Martin is in her bag like as far as at the bottom. And she knocks another 3 down. They're up 23-6, trying to get the 20-point lead. Wood drives. And they got a jump ball. Tough, tenacious defense there again by Williams pressuring the ball. As Martin, as I mentioned, first game she went 0 for 9. Now she's 3 from 5, 2 from 3, and leading all scores with 8 points. And so far she's outscored the Lady Scots by herself on that pick and roll action, and Potts is called on the foul. Turnovers has really plagued the Lady Scots. They have 8 turnovers, and AC has gotten 13 points off of those turnovers. Johanna Zolkow breaks the first. Back iron on the second. Potts with the rebound. Over to Berry as Berry comes in for Williams. And they got a moving screen on Taylor Williams. Williams has done a tremendous job. Taylor Williams, that is, at coming in and being an instant spark, getting pressure on the basketball, forcing the offense to work. She picks up her first. And they stay in this man-to-man defense. Have to get the ball inside. Fades, short, offensive rebound. She's fouling a putback. Good weak side rebound by Liza Baskel. The 5'6" junior out of El Paso, Texas. Williams comes back in for Potts. And also, Kayla Smith comes in for Taylor Williams. The Lady Scots are 2 from 7 from the free throw line. As Abasco makes 1 of 2. Get back into their press. Williams catches in the middle. And they get into the half-court offense. 3. Oh, she's hot. Somebody call a fireman. Call the officials. We got a sniper in the building. Four for 4 from the three-point line. All the rules. Lexi Martin's made 3 of them. 16-point lead. They answer with a 3. Now, looks more like a full-court man-to-man. They try to trap, but they're doing an outstanding job of keeping the dribble line. It's a foul on the baseline. That's now 5 team fouls by the Lady Scots. So they're in the bonus. It's going to the free throw line is Kaylee Smith. Smith makes the first.
Really? It seems like it's been more than that.
2 for 2 from the line. The Roos are shooting 6 of 9 from the free throw line as Woods drives it up quickly under a minute to go as Wood breaks the first step, Euro step, and she's fouled at the free throw line. Great step by Woods to beat her defender on the Euro to get to the free throw line. 18-point lead for the Roos as Kashara Woods finished their last contest with 17 points and 4 assists. She makes the first. Splits, they get the offensive rebound, but it's deflected out of bounds. And the Lady Scots will take it on the baseline. Baseline drive, cut off, over the top, and she gets the roll. Kaylee Smith, Natalie Kaiser with the bucket. Berry looks down low to Williams. Williams one-on-one, off the glass and in. With the soft kiss off the glass, Trinity Williams gets on the board. Nice high-low action with Berry and Williams on that last matchup. They swing it around the perimeter. Little crossover. She gets by Berry and finishes at the rim. Good patience there. Good move to beat Berry off the dribble. As Miley Mason gets on the board. Just under 5 seconds. She drives all the way. Kicks to the corner at the buzzer. And it rattles in and out. And that's the end of one. 30-15. The Roos come out blazing. Up 4 for 4 from the three-point line. 10 of 13 overall. And they're up by 15. And so far, it's been all Roos. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Stay with that huddle there, right there. Good job.
Yeah, they're 4 or 5 from 3 now. After that miss, she missed.
Stay right there. Just stay with it.
Martin made 3 threes.
You can grab the other bench.
No, my bad. I didn't know who you were talking to.
Zoom in, please.
Who's on QA? Welcome back inside Austin College here in Sherman, Texas. It's been all Roos here on the Jim Roth court as they have their home opener. They came out blazing in that first quarter. They lead by 15, and they're led by Lexi Martin, who had 11 points, shot 4 of 6 from the field, 3 from beyond their arc, and they've caused 8 turnovers in that first quarter and got 13 points off of those turnovers. If they start with the possession here in the second half. Down low to Williams. Williams spins to the left. That time too strong. And they push the ball over quickly. Open court. Layup. Too strong. Back and forth. A little crossover. Puts her shoulder down. Too strong once again. As Williams battles on the offensive board. And the Lady Scots get possession. Kicks it up to Woods. Wood pulls it out. Pulls up from 3. Count it. Kashara Woods knocks down the triple. Drives right by Woods. Berry from the 3. Rattles in and out, but she gets her own rebound. Didn't bite on the up and under move. Under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 5 seconds, comes off the screen. That time is blocked by Savannah Lopez. who exited the game early in that first quarter in foul trouble. She picked up 2 quick fouls and had to sit. That time she takes the gamble and gets the block, and Miller draw fouls. 12-point game. And thank you all for joining our broadcast. This is a Big Daddy Media production here on FloSports, partnering with Austin College. I'm Dayon Dunlap on the call. Shout out to my producer, Zach, along with our 2 cameramen, Whitney and Ethan. Middle drive, got 2-on-1 down low. Barry travel with it, going a little too fast instead of catching and pivot and turning to see Williams under the basket. Way to break the press. You got to turn and pivot as Woods does a DHO, comes off the screen, and another turnover. Emma Potts comes in for Saleha Berry. Over to Martin. Martin takes her time. This time she drives, stops, pulls up. Strong, but they get the offensive board. Back to Martin. Martin drives left, off the glass, and is blocked. Once again, getting her second block is Savannah Lopez. So Martin has been able to get wherever she wants with her dribble. And she was on fire in that first quarter. As Molly Mason picks in the reach-up foul. Unnecessary reach in there by Mason, and she'll be subbed out for Kamaya Porter. There's been a bunch of travels here in the first half. Both teams high in turnovers, 10 for the Lady Scots and 8 for Austin College. 1-on-1 down low, they get the steal. And in the first quarter, they did a good job of scoring off of those turnovers. If they had 13 points off turnovers in that first quarter, this time they drive. She missed a wide open layup, but they get the offensive rebound. Wide open 3, rattles in and out. Great look for Lexi Martin, and that's her first miss from beyond the arc here today. Lexi Martin struggled shooting in that first matchup, and she came out blazing. And she leads all scores with 11. Drive, kicks it out, and it's stolen. They got numbers, 5-on-3, wide open in the corner. Williams over to Woods. Woods pushes the tempo. And 1. Assist to Woods, and the and 1 by Abascal. She catches in transition and finished over Trinity Williams, and the lead is down to 10. Substitution, Maya Dotson comes in for Lexi Miller. Missing the free throw. William walls up on the free throw. On the rebound. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to get the ball down to Williams, and she stays behind the arc. Her 3 is too strong. Abascal saves it in. And the Lady Scots trying to trim the lead down to 2. Aggressive drive, but that's a foul on AC. Number 10, Maya Dotson. Saleha Berry. Sala Berry. Saleh. Backdoor cut, and she travels on the pass. Just way too many turnovers here in this first half. 14 for Lions and 7 for AC. Looked like she had all ball, but the ref said she reached over her back. And that's another foul on Camilla Porter. 4th team foul. 2nd team foul. Over to Berry. Berry ISO on the block. Good drop step. And ref said it's a charge. That looked to be a clean drop step. But way to stand in there and take the hit, and we have an offensive foul. And Saleh Berry. Woods comes up the court, surveys, swings it to the wing. Turnover. They swing it around. Get down low. Missing battles and grabs the offensive rebound. We got a jump ball. Possession will go to the Lady Scots. Lady Scots 7 from 15, shooting nearly 50% from the field. But what has plagued them is turnovers, as they miss there. Semi-transition attack. The cross-court pass up top to Berry. Berry looks down low. And it's a foul. Another foul on Savannah Lopez. She now has 3. We got a timeout, AC. 10-point lead for the Rules. They lead the Lady Scots here with 4:55 remaining here in the second period.
That was Lyon.
Production on FloSports, partnering with Austin College Athletics. The Rules start out really fast in that first quarter. Built as large as a 18-point lead. And here in this second quarter, they've yet to score. They've been outscored 5-0 here in the second quarter. The lead is down to 10. And she misses both free throws, and it's a foul on the hold on the Lions. On Lyon. Lady Scots. As Austin College has gone cold here in the second quarter. Now 10 of 25 from the field. Great pass down low. Second quarter as Emma Potts gets on the board. There's some big contact there on that screen. No call. Good deflection. Leads to a steal. Potts turns. Gets it to Martin. Martin pushes the pace. Dribbles up the court. One more. Martin pump fakes. Drives left. Kicks it back out. And they reset the offense. Back to Martin. Martin doesn't have it there. DHO action. He drives middle. Stops. Pops. And it drops. Back-to-back buckets for AC. As this time Kayla Smith gets it to fall. As Kayla Smith now has 6 points. 3 coming from the free throw line. It's now 17 turnovers for the Lady Scots and only 8 for AC, in which they have scored 15 points off those turnovers. So they're doing a good job of turning defense into offense and capitalizing on the turnovers by the Lady Scots. As Berry looks to go one-on-one. Reach in there, but no call. This time she pulls up. Another turnover. This time Martin one-on-one in the open court. I will try to get the ball back to Martin. Martin too strong to get an offensive glass. And that's a jump ball. $18 turnovers, but 10 steals for AC. They're doing a good job of getting deflections and getting steals and causing turnovers, and then turning defense into offense, scoring 15 points off those turnovers. And that's how they built this 14-point lead. As Taylor Williams comes back in for Kayla Smith. Martin wide open from 18 feet. Rattles in and out. Martin looks to have cooled off as she started strong. Now she's 4 from 10 from the field. Still leads all scorers with 11 points. And that's a foul on AC. And the Lady Scots to go back to the free throw line. Trinity Williams. Johanna Zokal makes the first. She's 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Make it 50%, 2 for 4. Trinity Williams exits with 3 fouls. Back into their press. They break it easily. Taylor Williams catches it near the corner, and she has it stolen by Basco. Basco open court, and she finishes. Takes it coast to coast, gets the steal, and takes it coast to coast, and trims the lead back to 10. Basco now with 7 points, tied for a lead with Molly Mason for the Lady Scots. As Taylor Williams gets it off the DHO. Miscommunication leads to a wide open triple as Williams gets the deflection rebound. Top of the key, wide open. Nothing but the bottom. Maya Dotson, the sophomore guard of Durant, Oklahoma, makes the 3 and leads back to 13. But they answer quickly up the court. Lead back down to 11. Taylor Williams in open court. Down low, the Potts drop step, too strong off the glass. We get the offensive board and fouled on the putback. It's Maya Dotson. Dotson makes the triple on one trip and comes back at the offensive rebound. She'll go to the line shooting 2. Also checking in for the Lady Scots is number 22, Presley Andrews, the freshman guard out of Columbus, Missouri. AC shooting. Seven for 13 at the free throw line as Woods drives quickly, finishes through contact. She looks at the official like, where's the foul? Strong finish by Woods. Lead is 10. Woods almost gets the steal, and she does. Open court, 3-on-2. Kicks it to the wing. Cash. Woods with the steal and the assist. And now we have a single-digit lead for the first time since the first quarter. 7-point lead. And the Lady Scots are right back in it. Under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Good drive. Can't finish. A chance to trim the lead even further. Another 3, same spot, same result. Back-to-back triples for Natalie Kaza. We have a 4-point lead. Basketball is a game of runs as the Scott quickly on an 8-0 run. Woods gets the deflection. Still, Woods in the open court on the 30 seconds. Pass it to the corner to Kaza. Kaza pump fakes. Steps out of bounds. Now that pressure starting to mount for AC, and stay now in double-digit turnovers with 11. 19 for the Lady Scots, 11 for AC. And the Lady Scots have 10 points off of those 11 turnovers. As Taylor Williams drives, she's too strong. Hustles, gets the deflection, and get the offensive rebound. Under 10 seconds to play here in the second quarter. A pick and roll for Taylor Williams. Taylor Williams drives, kicks it to the corner. 3 off the front iron. 4-point lead for Austin College as the Lady Scots battle back all the way down from 15 points. And they trail by 4 at the half. And we'll be back here. Start of the second half.
Pick a player and follow them.
Welcome back here in the second half. It's a tale between two quarters. Austin College came out hot in the first quarter, scored 30 points to only 15. And then in that second quarter, the Lady Scots scored 19 points and only 8 points. And they come out and get the first bucket here in the second half, and they turn the lead to 2. So it seems like they settled in a bit in that second quarter, was able to cause some turnovers, and they was able to get back into it. And they get another turnover. Woods in the open court, and she travels before she can get the easy layup. But now the pace has sped up, and it's to the benefit of the Lady Scots. They're playing the pace that they want to. They're causing turnovers, and that's now 12 turnovers for Austin College, 19. That's another foul, this time on the basket. But the turnovers have really plagued Austin College here in that second quarter, and now here early in the third. They did an outstanding job breaking that press early in the first quarter. That's how they're able to score 30 points in that first quarter. And then they really struggled and went cold in that second quarter, only scored 9. Down low to Berry. Berry really seems to have a mismatch advantage, but she drives back to Berry. Berry dribble, extra pass, but down low, and it's stolen by Woods. Now a chance to tie here for the Lady Scots. Woods is doubled at the free throw line. Gives it to Abascal. Abascal comes off the screen. Kicks it up top. 3. Strong. An offensive rebound by the Lady Scots. Now the momentum is on their side. They're getting loose balls. They're getting deflections, leading to steals. And they're getting right into their full court pressure. It's really disrupted the flow of AC's offense as Berry drives. Can't finish with the left. Gets her own miss. Extra pass. Potts doesn't even look to score. Free throw line jumper. Good. Kayla Smith settling things down a little bit for AC. But Woods quickly back up the court. Tries to kiss it off the glass. Now AC plays fast, a little bit of transition, and bumped on that foul. It's Avery Miller. Foul by Molly Mason. 4-point lead. As early, thought it would have been a blowout, but the Lady Scots was able to get back into the lead. Dip back into this lead. And they get another bucket or 2, and they get the steal on the inbound. Goes 1-on-2 off the glass. Abascal comes out on the open court. She passes it to the corner, wide open. And that's her third three-pointer of the game for Natalie Kaza. Kaza leads the way with 8 points. And they get another steal. 3-point lead. Stolen back. Make it 3 for 3. 11 points by Kaza, leading the way. And she's tied with a game lead as Lexi Morton started hot in the first quarter. She hasn't scored since. Go down low to Berry. Berry has it deflected. Gets on the floor to get the ball back to the corner. Berry slow to get up. Goes off her back. Woods can't control it, and it'll stay on the end. Lady Scots will keep it. We got an early timeout here in the second half. This time, it's a media timeout. Media timeout here at the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. And then basketball is a game of runs. And AC started on the run, playing really well in that first quarter, causing double-digit turnovers in the first quarter, and is able to score 13 points in the first quarter off of those turnovers. And they shot efficient in that first quarter. But then they've been very cold after that. They're 15 from 41 overall, while the Lady Scots are shooting 52%, 14 of 27, 62% from beyond the arc, 5 for 8, while AC is 5 from 13 from beyond the arc. Both teams high number of turnovers, 22 now for the Lady Scots and 15 for Austin College. 15 points off of turnovers from Austin College, and 10 points off turnovers for the Lady Scots. So it's going to seem like which team can take care of the ball here as both teams look to get their first win of the season. Back to Kaza, down low, fades, 1 point lead. This is close as it's been since the tip. 1 point lead, 42-41. So Austin College breaks the press, get the ball to the middle of the Potts. Potts can get to it. Over to Miller. Miller pump fakes, drives baseline, and she has it deflected by Kaza. Kaza can't save it. It'll be AC's ball on the sideline. Oh, they threw it down. Yeah, to the sideline. 1 point lead with 6:36 remaining here in the third. Dayon Dunlap on the call here for Big Daddy Media Production on FloSports, partnered with Austin College Athletics. Williams up top, doesn't even look to shoot. With 5 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Potts is fouled as he reached over the back, and 3 seconds on the shot clock, and that's a bailout foul, which will allow Austin College to reset their offense. 3 team fouls here for Lyon here. High ball screen. Good mid-range jumper. Kaylee Smith lead back to 3 as Woods drives quickly. Kaza comes off the DHO, and she's fouled. Maya Dotson coming back in to the contest. She had 4 points in that first half. Woods gets downhill, off balance. Back to Dotson. Dotson up court on the semi-transition. They pull it back out. Back to Dotson. Dotson wide open. Doesn't look to 3. Over to Williams. Williams on the ball screen. Dotson this time pulls it, and it's short. A basket on the open court. Dotson tries to come, and she contests. She misses. Woods missed the putback as well, and it'll stay with the Lady Scots. Great hustle by Maya Dotson to get back into the play and make it tough for a basket in that transition, and they're unable to finish. 3-point lead. Woods guarded by Dotson. Down low, Lopez back to the basket, back to Lopez. Lopez fades, and the soft touch. Savannah Lopez with 4 points. Both teams looking to get their first win of the season here in this early 2025-2026 basketball season. Trinity Williams on the DHO to Miller. Miller gets downhill, floater, too strong, gets her own offensive rebound. Lopez blocks it, and it'll be off of Miller. Off of Martin. We got another media timeout under 5 minutes. This time we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
You just had one, and now we're
Right, it's normally under 8 minutes. I think it might be 2 under 8 and under 5.
So how long is each quarter or period or whatever? 10 minutes. 10?
Yeah.
And how many? 4?
4, 8. One
1 point lead for the Roos on top of the Lady Scots. It's been a back and forth action here in the second quarter and in the third quarter here in the second half. Austin College jumped out to as high as a 15-point lead. That's an offensive foul there on that moving screen. And that second quarter, they just went cold. They scored 30 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter, and they've already scored 6 here in the third, and they lead by 1. Back into this full court press. Over to Williams. Williams has not been aggressive to score. She has 4 points, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 6 from the field. Lopez with the rebound, outlet pass to Woods. Woods tries to control it, kicks it over to Kaza. Kaza back to Woods. Lopez mid-range, rattles in and out. Martin, nothing but the bottom. Lexi Martin finally gets another one to drop. That's her 4th three-pointer of the game. She made 3 in that first quarter and hadn't scored since. This time, nice kiss off the glass and a good answer by Paris Halliburton. Get the ball into the middle. Back to Lexi Martin. Martin drives, attacks Lopez. Lopez blocks it. Lopez struck with foul trouble in that first quarter, picked up 2. She has 3 overall. So got to wonder maybe when AC went on that run if Lopez not being in the game had a big part to do with it. Mid-range jumper again, this time misses everything. That's Kayla Smith. A basket comes in for Woods. In their first matchup against Hendricks, the Lady Scots had 4 players in double figures. Kaza had 19, Woods had 17, Mason had 14, and Lopez had 12. And they're the group that's leading them today. Kaza has 11. She's threw it through from beyond the arc. Kasia Woods had 7 to go along with 4 assists. Abascal has 7, and Mason has 7, and Lopez right behind her with 6. Williams drives, has it blocked by Lopez. Hustles back and cuts off Abascal. Abascal over to Woods. Woods drives. On the backdoor court, Abascal has it stripped out, and she commits the foul. Head coach Michael Peckman asking the ref if she's sure that's a foul. They're both going for the fall. And they're now in the bonus. They're in the bonus. 5 team fouls. With 3:05 remaining. So any foul committed by the Lady Scots, AC will be going to the free throw line. And here so far, they're shooting 7 for 13, 53% in that first half. As Miller gets the first one to go. Offense. Oh no. They got a pushing foul on AC. And their second team foul. And the Lady Scots will take it out on the baseline. Taylor Williams picks up her second. Good defense on Woods. Ready to stop the ball. Spin move. Off the Lady Scots. They immediately get into their full court press. But for the most part, the Roos have done an outstanding job of breaking the full court press by getting the ball back into the middle. They get it to Williams. Williams surveys. Drives middle. Over to Martin. Martin DHO with Williams. Martin again pulls a triple. This time it's short. 3-point lead for the Rules. We're under 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Down low. It's Williams hands up. Foul. Foul looked to be on the floor. Yeah. Oh, travel. Ref called the travel. Looked to be a foul. Clear hit, but ref sees it differently, calls a foul. Taylor Williams drives baseline. Up top. Too strong. Offensive board to Potts. Taylor pump fakes. Pulls up for the mid-range. She's too strong. And she fouls. Taylor Williams now has 3. Still a 3-point lead with just under 2 minutes remaining here. Dayon Dunlap on the call here for Big Daddy Media on FloSports, partner with Austin College. Shout out producer Whitney. And the offensive foul on the moving screen on Lopez. Lopez now has 4 fouls. And she'll go to the bench. Martin hands off to Taylor Williams. Williams travels. As Williams will have a seat as Kayla Smith returns. Look to have a double high ball screen up for Woods. Loses her footing. Way to move her feet. We got a jump ball. Possession will go to the Roos. Great defense there by the Roos just to move her feet as the player lost her balance. Was able to tie it up. Over to Williams. Williams up court. Buried down low. Up to Williams. And Williams gets one to drop from the short corner. Trinity Williams, her first basket here in the second half. As the Lady Scots are a different team when Savannah Lopez is off the floor. Another jump ball. This time it'll stay with the Lady Scots. Under 40 seconds remaining here in the first half as Martin gets the steal, drives up the court, pulls it out. Look to get Williams the ball down low, drives. And then on the reach and foul is Kaza. And then going to the free throw line is Avery Miller. Miller 2 from 4 from the free throw line, 1 from 6 from the field. She has 4 points, so she'll get another chance for 2. Makes the first. They got it as low as 1 point lead as that second free throw rattles in and out. Kaza controls, gets it over to Woods. Woods pulls it back out and sets up the offense. Woods surveys, calls out a set. Met up top by Lexi Martin. Martin goes under the ball screen. Stolen by Berry. Berry brings it up the court. kicks it. It's 1 second. She pulls it short. HC still on top, 51-45 as we get ready for the fourth quarter as they outscore the Lady Scots 13-11 in that third quarter, and they lead. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter here as Austin College tries to hold on and pick up their first win of the season. They've led the entire way here today, and now they hold on to a 6-point lead. On the DHO backdoor cut. Over to Berry's. Whoa. Oh, she doesn't swing it to Berry. Now it gets it to Berry. Berry drives. As Martin gets it, just under 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Martin pulls up. Cash. Lexi Martin is leading the way for AC today. Down low, out to Woods. Woods wide open look. Too strong. Martin grabs the board. She has 2 rebounds to go along with 16 points. Trinity and Berry both in the same vicinity. It gets downhill off the glass and in. Avery Miller with a clutch bucket. Takes her point total to 7, lead up to 10. Quick 4-run to start the fourth quarter for AC. And they're back to a double-digit lead as Martin drives and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2. Kashara Woods has 7 points to go along with 4 assists. But so far it's been...
Yeah, just keep it right there, Whitney. Keep it right there.
About which team is going to take care of the ball. 30 turnovers for the Lady Scots as Woods knocks down the first. And AC has 19 points off of those turnovers, in which they've turned the ball over 16 times themselves. And the Lady Scots have 12 points off of their turnovers. And we got a sub as Taylor Williams comes in for Kayla Smith. Martin up to Miller. Miller hesitates and finishes once again. Avery Miller back-to-back buckets. Lead to 11. And the Lady Scots are just a different team when Savannah Lopez is not on the floor. Out of bounds on Miller. And the basket will take it out on the baseline. Lopez back on the floor. Baskel sizes up the defense. Gets a high ball screen. Over to Lopez. Lopez mid-range jumper counted. Savannah Lopez, the 6-foot senior, Lopez now has 6 points. As Woods is fouled. Another turnover by AC. Lead down to 9. Soleil Berry with the foul. Over to Woods. Woods surveys, kicks it to a Basco. Basco looks for Lopez with good denial defense. Is able to get the deflection, and Miller gets the steal. She pushes the break. Has Martin on the open court, but Miller takes it all the way, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Avery Miller. Quick 4 points for Miller here to start this fourth quarter. She now has 9, and she'll have a chance to score double-digit points as she goes to the line for 2. First one rattles out. Avery Miller is 3 for 7 from the free throw line. Austin College overall is shooting 50% from the line, 9 of 18. This Miller now has 10 points. 5 coming here in the fourth quarter. Lead up to 10. Abascal takes a break. As Wood drives. Sets the high ball screen to Leia with the ball pressure. Down low. Good high-low action as Lopez this time gets to assist to Molly Mason. Over to Martin. Martin just takes her time, pulls it back out, sets up the offense. Mason drives. Potts can't handle the pass. Turnover. Kaz in the open court. Drives past Martin. Off balance shot, and she kisses it off the glass. Lead down to 6. 4 run. Miller gets in the open court. Over to Talea. Talea takes her time. Can't get the finish. Lopez outlets to Woods. Woods over to Kaza. Kaza bumped. No foul. Pull up. Count it. 6-0 run. Lead down to 6. And the Lady Scots will not go away as they keep battling. Now they have lead down to 4. 58-54 with 6:42 remaining. They take a full timeout. We'll be right back. Four-point lead for Austin College. Both teams trying to get their first win of the season. It's been a game of runs. It's right now the Lions on a 6-0 run. Trinity Williams drives up the court as Woods gets the steal. Kicks over to Kaza. Good transition defense back to Woods. And Woods down to Lopez. Lopez is tied up. The possession will stay with with Lady Scots, and they'll take it out on the baseline. Kaza with a wide open look, and she makes them pay. Natalie Kaza. Another turnover for AC. Natalie Kaza leads all scorers with 17 points. This time she misses. She's shooting very efficient here in this game. And Kaza this time gets the steal. Great hustle to get back. And it's off of Woods. But those type of plays, hustling back by Avery Miller, not giving up an easy transition layup, which could have tied it. Those are the type of plays that I'm sure first-year coach Olivia Hunt will harp on. Timeout, Austin College. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 2-point lead by AC. Coach Olivia Hunt in her first year with the program, looking to establish her culture in which she wants to establish not only a winning culture, but a culture with energy, effort, and competitiveness on every single possession. They started out the game really fast, scored 30 points in that first quarter. They've led the entire game. Austin College has led their entire game. They're shooting 36%, 21 of 59 from the field, 6 of 18 from 3, 10 of 19 from the free throw line, and they've caused 31 turnovers. They have 20 points off of those turnovers, and that's how they've built their lead. Barry's back in, over to Talia Williams. Williams pulls it back out, kicks it back to Miller. Let's see what they draw up out of this timeout. Williams drives, kicks it to Barry. Barry, short jumper. Kaza kicks it to another short corner jumper, and it ties the game. We're all tied. First time the game has been tied since the first quarter. Taylor Williams from the corner three. Short offensive rebound by Miller. She goes right back up and finishes with the left. Avery Miller. 7 points here in this fourth quarter. Miss Miller has 12 overall points. And they have a 2-point lead with under 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Miller overall 4 of 10, 4 of 8 from the free throw lines to go along with 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And she's made some winning plays by simply hustling back as Woods is down on the floor. She got 4 on 5 as the referees normally cannot and not supposed to stop the ball in the middle of the opposing team's possession. But Woods is hurt on the floor, and they stop what could have been a transition attack in which Coach Hunt is asking for an explanation. Normally, you do not stop the ball while the offense has the ball and the defender goes down as an injury. But they stop it, and they stop the clock at 4:46, 2-point lead. And I'm not mad at that. I mean, it's been a highly competitive game. It's a close game. The girls have left it all on the court. But just surprised that they stopped the play in what could have been a semi-transition attack. So Wood sits down for a bit. She's had a good game herself. She has 8 points to go along with 6 assists, coming off a game where she had 17 points and 4 assists. Over to Miller. Over to Dotson. Down low to Berry. Berry pump fake. Has it blocked. Dotson recovers it, and she finishes. Avery Dotson takes the lead to 4. 62-58 as you see on your screen. Travel call. It's now turnover number 32. Trinity Williams over to Miller. Miller takes her time. Has a high ball screen by Berry. Over to Dotson. Dotson back to Miller. Miller drives, and she's bumped on the drive foul by number 32, Molly Mason. And it's the third team foul by the Lady Scots. Over to Williams. Williams to Miller. Miller refuses the screen, pulls up off front iron. Defensive rebound. And look, the miss they carry there. As Kaza tries to hit a basket on the backdoor cut. She drives, loses it, but maintains her dribble. As Kaza this time drives dribble and almost had it picked by Miller. And they call a foul on Lexi Martin. I'm sorry. Lexi Martin on the foul. Lexi Martin leading the way for Austin College with 16 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. She's 4 of 7 from beyond the arc, 6 from 19 on field goals. Down low, Barry walls up, and she's called for a foul. Paris Halliburton, the 5'9" junior, going to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Paris Halliburton on the line from Lyon College.
Halliburton, first free throw rattles in and out. She misses both. Martin, cross-court pass. Miller controls it. Dotson, cash. Dotson coming in, having an instant impact off the bench here in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back buckets for her. And she meets Labasco. Low pass. Down low. Williams comes over for the help. Halliburton down low. She has it blocked by Williams. Deflected it back to Labasco. Labasco losing her footing, and that's a travel call. Turnover number 33 for the Lady Scots. As Kashara Woods comes back in. "33 of their turnovers have been steals. I'm going to go out and say 10 of them probably have been travels, maybe more. They get it into Martin. Martin over to Miller. Miller smartly takes her time. Now time's on the side of the roof. See if they want to run some time off their game clock and shot clock to move the ball around and take their time on the offensive end. Is backdoor cut. Jumper too strong. Potts with the offensive rebound. Back up tuck to Dotson. Top of the key. And it's a brick. A great look there by Dotson. As Dotson hustles over to Woods. Woods pulls a three, and she misses everything. Two and a half remaining. Up to Dotson. Dotson comes up the court. Over to Miller. Miller smartly pulls it out. See if they look to run some time off the game clock and shot clock. There's under 20 seconds on the shot clock. If they move the ball around. Hand off to Dotson. Dotson over to Miller. Miller this time drives as the shot clock is under 10 minutes. She's fouled, and she'll go back to the free throw line once again. It's going to be free throw number 9 and 10 coming up for Avery Miller. Miller in double-digit points with 12 points.
Free throw shooter number 20, Whitney.
Shooting 50% tonight from the free throw line, 4 of 8, to go along with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Cash is the first. Makes both clutch free throws for Miller. And she's come up big here in the fourth quarter. She has 14 points. Dotson gets the steal, who's also had a tremendous fourth quarter. And she finishes with 2. Lead back up to double digits, 10. Under 2 minutes remaining here. Woods drives, Halliburton mid-range jumper, counted. Potts over to Martin. Martin smartly pulls it out. We'll run some time off that clock. As Wood pressures over to Miller. Miller controls. Abascal defends. DHO to Martin. Martin over to Potts. Potts down low to Dotson. Dotson counted. Dotson in double figures. Most of her points coming here in the fourth quarter. 10-point lead. And we got a foul on Abascal. Maya Dotson, 12 points. 5 for 7 from the field. To go along with 4 rebounds. 8 of her points coming here in the fourth quarter. As the referees gather, I think they're going to go to the review and see if there's intent on this foul. Maybe an intentional foul. And they're going to go to the monitor. It's a 10-point lead with 63 seconds remaining here in the game. AC can hold on, which it look like they will. They'll move to 1-1 here in this early season. And Coach Hunt looking to get her first win as the head coach of the women's basketball team here of Austin College. As the referees are at the monitor reviewing that last foul, see if there was any unnecessary contact. Regardless, it's team foul number 5. So I believe AC will be shooting free throws. Referees directed players to go back to their benches as they're still holding up, discussing the call. What a fourth quarter. AC has outscored Lyon College 19-15 here in the fourth.
I thought they were too, but it looks like they went back.
Yeah, the players were coming out. Referees directed them back to their respective benches as they still huddled up, discuss this last foul, see if there was any intent there as we wait the call. Leading the way for AC.
Follow the referee with the ball.
They have 4 players in double figures. Lexi Martin leading the way with 16. Avery Miller right behind her with 14. And Dotson and Kaylee Smith both with 12 points. Trinity Williams added 6. Sala Berry has 6 as well, and Emma Potts with 4. Only one player in double figures. That's Natalie Kaza for the Lady Scots. Molly Mawson with 9, and Kashara Woods has 8 points to go along with 7 assists and 3 rebounds. As the referees now gather with the coaches, let them know what they saw on the review. And the referees are able to go to the monitors because of this broadcast by Big Daddy Media on FloSports, partner with Austin Athletics. Dayon Dunlap on the call here. Shout out to my producer, Zach, as well as Whitney on the camera. and they deem an unnecessary contact and a technical foul. Miller to the free throw line, short on the first. Should have one more remaining. So after this, they'll have 2 more free throws because they are in the bonus. Deeming unnecessary contact, and she splits the free throw. Moves her point total to 15. I believe that was foul number 5, so they should be at the free throw line once again. And they say no, so they'll take it out here on the sideline. Throw it to Martin. Martin catches, and she's fouled by Woods. Now Martin will go to the free throw line. Tonight Martin has not taken a free throw. 11-point lead, 61 seconds remaining as head coach Michael Pegman looks to extend the game. As Martin misses the first. A basket on the turnover. And that's been the story of the game for the Lady Scots. 35 turnovers for the Lady Scots. We got a timeout on the course, a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Under a minute remaining here in this contest, and if the Roos are able to hold on, it'll be the first win for new head coach Olivia Hunt, her first season here at Austin College, joined by her assistant coach Jonathan Stillwell. Coach Hunt want to make sure she draws a good inbound play to get the ball in, not allow a quick turnover as Martin comes to it, but go over to Dotson. Dotson is trapped in the corner, and she throws it up. It goes right into the hands of Miller, and Miller go back to the free throw line. Right place, right time. Another foul. And Avery Miller will take 2 more free throws. She's taken 12 free throws, 7 of 12 from the line, make it 7 for 13, with free throw number 14 ensuing. That one rattles in. Gotta love the shoe choice by Miller. She has those new aqua blue Aja Wilsons on. And those are fresh, I must admit. 13-point lead for AC as Woods dribbles up the court quickly, down low to Halliburton. Halliburton drop step, fouled by Potts. For AC, Coach Hunt, you got to tell her team no fouls here. Even if you give up 2 points, you're up 13 right here. You're okay with giving up 2 points. Get the ball back and run as much time off the clock as you can and expect a foul, go to the free throw line, and hold on to get this first win as Halliburton makes the first free throw. Halliburton makes 2, makes both. And Lady Scots take a 30-second timeout. Highly competitive game for both sides. Austin College got out to a very fast start, scored 30 points in that first quarter, and they've never trailed here in this contest. Lady Scots was able to battle all the way back and tie it up, but could never take a lead. This Austin College has had their share of turnovers as well, 21 to be exact, but they have making 18 steals, causing 35 turnovers, and they've had 23 points off of those turnovers.
Ethan.
Oh, sorry. Just want to see what the math's.
As they get ready to pass it in. Shout out to our production team. Zach, our producer, as well as Ethan and Whitney on the cam. As Dotson is fouled, and she'll go back to the free throw line. Woods on the foul.
What?
It's Maya Dotson. It's 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She has 12 points as Woods fouls out.
Get a shot of the person coming in.
Coming in for the first time. It's Carson Gore. It's Dotson. It's 13 points after the made free throw. She had a tremendous impact here in this fourth quarter. 9 points in the fourth quarter. Trinity Williams, the senior, with a big offensive rebound off that missed free throw. Up 12. You gotta wonder at what point will Coach Peckham instruct his team not to foul. That's Trinity Williams. Pushes the lead to 13. Second one rattles in. Lead now up to 14. Full court ball pressure as Kaza dribbles up the court and she travels. It's been a high number of travel calls and result a high number of turnovers. Turnover number 36 for the Lady Scots. And the Dotson over the Potts. And Coach Peckham still instructing his team to foul. At this point, I believe it's just establishing a culture thing. It's like, hey, we're going to fight to the end. So although this lead is pretty much going to be a win for Austin College as Emma Potts makes her first free throw. They're really dragging the game out with these fouls. I got to think that's be the last game. 18-point lead as Dotson up court to Miller. Under 15 seconds remaining. No foul for AC. As Kaza has it blocked, just hold on to the ball, and the refs call the foul on the pass. As a team, Austin College have shot 33 free throws, 20 of 33 from the free throw line. Free throw number 34 and 35 coming up. As the bulk of those free throws have been Avery Miller. She's 9 of 15 from the free throw line to go along with 8 rebounds, 4 assists. $20-point lead. 20 points for Avery Miller, lead all scorers.
We've been fouling since we're up 10. Now we're up 20.
20-point lead is early in the season as the Austin College Kangaroos will hold on to get their first victory. It'll be the first win for their head coach, Olivia Hunt. And a good win for Austin College. That's coming up the Rules' next matchup will be at Howard Payne, November 21st. And they'll travel to play Missaps. Then they'll return home against MUW on November 30th.
On the ball.
The deflection, no foul. As Austin College gets their first win of the season. Coach Olivia Hunt gets her first win as a collegiate basketball coach. First win as the head coach for the Rules. And they come out victorious, 82-62, 20-point victory. And they were led in score by
Keep it there, Ethan.
Avery Miller, who finished with 20 points. Shot 10 of 16 from the free throw line to go along with 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Lexi Martin poured in 17 points, 11 in that first quarter. Shot 4 of 7 from beyond the three-point line. She also added 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Maya Dotson had 13, 9 in that fourth quarter.
Does not represent the game, man.
This is a weird stretch
Yes.
with Allen.
Natalie Kaza at 17, the only player in double figures. Although it was a 20-point lead, it was a highly competitive game. Good game for AC as they got out to a lead, had to settle down and hold on to their lead and execute. They're able to get their first win. We're going to sign off here for Big Daddy Media. Shout out to our producer, Zach, our 2 cameramen, Ethan and Whitney. I'm Dayon Dellup on the call, and we'll appreciate all you guys for joining us here on this broadcast on FloSports, partnering with Austin College Athletics. Wishing you all a good night and have a good weekend.